Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Minecraft video on my channel. My name is KIllFeed, or Brandon here today, and today we have a wither skeleton farm. So if you guys are psyched to get some wither skeleton skulls, go ahead and leave a like on the video, and if you guys are new, make sure you do subscribe down below. So I just want to go over some things right quick before we get into the demonstration of the farm. Now with this farm right here, it is not automatic. You're going to have to do it manually, and you're going to do some base prepping for the farm. I will not give out any kind of quantities that you need for this farm, besides you need a ton of panes and a lot of slabs. Now, just to go over the basics of this farm, I do not know the rates because it determines where your nether fortress actually is. Luckily, mine is over a lava lake, and it is an intersection over the center of a lava lake. Just to make sure you are looking at a nether fortress that has really good spawns, meaning that you're over a lava lake and that you have an intersection over the lava lake. If you guys don't have that, try to expand and go look for one. Also, as you guys can see, I did do some prepping. Now, a lot of YouTubers will tell you guys, hey, make sure you do slab 150 blocks in every location. No, don't do that. Go ahead and slab every single piece of nether brick that is not a certain area for the wither skeletons to spawn. Now, they do only spawn on certain blocks. I'm going to go over that later on in the tutorial, so go ahead and stay tuned for that. But as you guys can see, I do have another rail over there that is not working because I am not in a close enough area. But look how many wither skeletons are here. There's at least, what, 3 right here, because I see 3 swords. There's 1 right here, so that's 4. We got 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe, 9, and 10. We have 10 wither skeletons right here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations. So that means an average of 2 wither skeletons right here in like less than a second. So that's possibly several skulls right there. But yeah, just so you guys know, I did slab off a little bit of an area. Now, obviously, I'll explain all this in a minute. But I just want to go over this. You do want to slab majority. I did forget some pieces. But you want to slab majority of this thing because other spawns will ruin your rates 100%. Like this gas tier will ruin my rate. That zombie pigman will ruin my rate. That magma cube that spawned on top of the nether fortress will actually ruin my rates. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get right into the tutorial, and I'm going to show you guys everything to do. Okay guys, so I am in my other world, but I'm just going to show you guys an example of what you do not want to look for. This is a type of nether fortress you do not want to use, considering that it is not over a lava lake and it is not very good. As you guys can see, I've been sitting here for like a few seconds and only 1 wither skeleton has spawned, and you should have several. So yes, the blaze here will eventually spawn a wither skeleton, but we're looking to maximize our wither skeletons as one of these farms over here. So like as you guys can see, the difference between this farm and that farm, as in this farm is over a lava lake and it is huge. So this is the type of nether fortress you'll be looking for, is one over a lava lake and with an intersection in between. So I'm just going to give you guys a good look. Okay, so the very first step you want to go ahead and bring out is a piece of dirt and a sunflower. Now, if you don't have this, a map will work. Not a compass though, because the compass just spins in the nether. But what you want to go ahead and do is you want to bring out your dirt and you want to place a sunflower down. Now, this is going to show which direction is east. Now, with that, we're going to look north and west. So we know that that's northwest, right? This area. Now, it may be different on your screen, obviously. So with us knowing which way is northwest, we know that wither skeletons spawn on the northwest side of a block. So with anything, they will spawn on these 2 blocks right here. These 2 rows, not this one. They are going to be forced to spawn on these 2 rows because it's the northwest rows of the actual nether fortress. So we're going to go ahead and manipulate these spawning mechanics with the wither skeletons and blaze and all that such, because they only spawn on nether bricks. So we're going to go ahead and slab off every nether brick that is in the vicinity of these 2 rows. So that means I'm going to slab off everything over here and up there a little bit. Now you can go fully extreme and slab off the whole nether fortress, but you do not have to. You can literally not slab anything if you don't want to. It will just take so much longer for you to get it to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and show you guys what kind of rates you're going to be looking at. Also, make sure you do get this little quarter right here. Even though it's only 2 tall, blaze can spawn here and block your rates. So make sure you get every piece of nether brick. Now, you're probably wondering, what should I do with the rails that are on the northwest side? You're going to slab them as well. The only thing you're not going to slab is this right here. So it should look something like this whenever you're done. Go ahead and just do it like this all the way through your nether fortress. So whenever you get to another intersection, I like to just slab off because I'm only focusing on one location. But I did fail to mention that you guys can make it infinite amount of spawning spaces, because all these rails here, or all these little passageways, have spawnable spots for wither skeletons, blaze, and zombie pigmen. But what I like to do is go ahead and isolate them to one row that they can spawn on. Now if I wanted to stop it here and only force them to spawn down here, I can. I think I'm going to, just to show you guys that you can really force them to only spawn in one spot. And I'm just going to spawn them on this little row right here. So let me get to slabbing off everything. I'll show you guys a little time lapse, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. Okay guys, so oh my gosh, after about 25 minutes since I'm on creative, I have slabbed majority of my nether fortress. Now as you guys see, there is a little bit over here, this little portion that you could get rid of, and this up here you could get rid of. Very simple, but I'm not going to, just because wither skeletons can't spawn on netherrack, they can only spawn on nether brick. So now for the next step, what we're going to go ahead and do is, I'm on peaceful, just to let you guys know. So you're going to go ahead and take your glass panes, and I don't know how many you're going to need on your world, but I'm going to need X amount because I'm on creative. But you're going to go ahead and run them down all the way to the end of your little section that you decided you want to look for wither skeletons. So mine is going to stop right there, and then I'm going to run it all the way back. Now you could do a bigger section like I did earlier, but I'm just going to do this small little tiny bit of a section. So go ahead and make sure you're on any difficulty, easy, normal, or hard. Now as you guys can see, we have some mobs spawning in right now. I did a smaller section, so remember, rates will kind of vary at this point. If you're doing a bigger section or multiple sections like I did in the beginning, you will have more spawns. But we want to go ahead and do, as you guys see, there is a blaze here and wither skeletons and a blaze here. So what you want to go ahead and do is that you want to go ahead and get rid of these guys just simply by hitting them above the head. Now be careful, because this blaze cannot be hit from on the top. So you want to go ahead and break out the glass wherever the block they were standing in. I'll show you guys better with the next one. Go ahead and make sure you do get rid of them, because you do not want them spawning. And you want to slab it off with a different slab, or you can use the same slab right here. I just like using a different one. But as you guys can see, this blaze is in between, is standing on this block right here. So he's actually standing on a northwest corner in the middle of 4 blocks. So we're going to go ahead and destroy these glass panes just like that. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of him. And then now what we're going to do is that in this area, because we know that the glass panes were in the center of these 4 blocks, go ahead and slab it off with a different color. And then once you've done that, go ahead and make sure you have all spawning locations marked out. Now, even if a zombie pigman or skeleton spawns, go ahead and make sure you do mark that one out. If there's a pigman there, go ahead and mark it out. Try to kill him if you can. If you can't, just mark it down, just so you know he will actually take up spawn caps, so you're gonna have to get him one way or another. So as you guys saw, I did not see a blaze here whenever I went down there, but one did spawn luckily, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of him. Simple, just make sure you do have every single spawn location marked out. Now it isn't that important, because as you guys can see, we're gonna leave up the glass panes, but you can also slab off the other areas that they're not spawning on, so they can only be forced to spawn on one spot. So as you guys can see, there are no spawns behind us, and we're still on hard mode, so we did eliminate every single spawn for this thing. Now there may be an occasional spawn in between or so. You can go ahead and mark out those locations once we get down to it, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the spawnable spots with this blue glass. Now obviously we did mark them out, but once you get your glass set, go ahead and destroy the slabs. Now like I said earlier, you can go ahead and destroy this glass right here in between them, and go ahead and set down the other one so it can look a little cleaner to you, but you don't necessarily have to. I like doing it like this because it really does define the one location. As you guys see, there is one more spot, so we didn't get them all, but it does really make it look better if you guys go ahead and destroy all the glass around it and put slabs covering the other spots that could be potential spawns, because they won't ever spawn there if you guys know half slab rules. If you put on a half slab, they're not going to spawn there. So go ahead and just half slab the spaces that are in between your spawnable spots. So as you guys see, we do have a wither skeleton in our little farm here, and we do have, oh, we have some more over there. Excellent. And we do have some blazes. Now, you guys have to be careful getting rid of these guys, as they can just float through the top once you hit them once or twice, because they like to fly on you. But go ahead and just get rid of these wither skeletons. Now, be as safe as possible, because they can hit you through that glass. But I'm just going to go ahead and, as you guys see, they despawn because we ran too far away. But that is the kind of thing for this farm. So what you want to go ahead and do whenever they do have a problem spawning is that you want to run out of their distance, and you want to force them to spawn. So like we did there, we just killed that last blaze. Now we want to run back and forth or run away from this farm to get wither skeletons to spawn. Okay, so as you see, it does do little segments like this. There's 2 skeleton over there. There's a blaze. There is a pigman. There's a skeleton. There is a pigman and blaze again. So we'll have these little weird segments to where it doesn't spawn a wither skeleton, but just know, if you guys were to do more spots or more little hallways areas or more little intersections like this pigman is in right here, you will have a lot more blaze. Now I do know on this little strip right here there is like 5 or 6 spots for me. As you guys see, we do have wither skeletons, so that's even perfect. But we do have quite a bit of spawning spots on this one, and we could make it even more. But we just don't have it, and I haven't got a skull yet because I don't have looting 3, which increases the probability of you getting a skull. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. I am trying to show you the most simple wither skeleton farm there is, but as you guys see, we got more. So if you guys did enjoy today's video and you're going to use it in your world, go ahead and let me know down in the comments down below. Leave a like on today's video if you guys thought it was a little informational. Also subscribe if you guys are new, as we're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers before the new year. So obviously if you guys want to check out more content of mine, links are in the description down below. Also click the channel link. Go check out every single video I have, as there is a bunch of awesome ones. And if you guys are not into Bedrock, go ahead and go check out my Java channel, link down in the description below. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye everybody.